special relativity, E equals mc squared, general relativity, the wave-particle duality of light, and what would eventually be known as the photon. He had crazy old man hair. He was Albert Einstein, for crying out loud. Here's everything you need to know, and some things you don't, about Albert Einstein in less than 3 minutes. The first thing we need to know about Albert Einstein is that he was super smart. He was a theoretical physicist. Duh! That takes a lot of schooling, particularly math, and Einstein was very good at math. The next thing you need to know is that he changed the world forever. I mean, he changed physics, that's for sure. He said some crazy stuff that just blew everybody's mind, like energy is equal to matter, space and time can't be separated, and light itself can be bent by gravity. Get out of town! That's nuts. And these theories freaked a lot of people out, particularly Niels Bohr, the father of Danish physics, who would argue endlessly with Einstein, and Einstein endlessly with him. He'd say things like, Albert, I don't know about this wave-particle duality thing. And Einstein would be like, well, what do you know about it, Dane boy? And Niels Bohr would be like, well, at least I didn't marry my first cousin. And then they'd laugh, and then they'd chat for hours about subatomic structure. I'm sure it was good times. So he's credited with special relativity, general relativity, wave-particle duality, and he won the Nobel Prize in 1921 for his lifetime body of work on the photoelectric effect. It's fascinating stuff. Look it up. Einstein was born March 1879 in the Kingdom of Württemberg, which was then part of the German Empire. He moved to Switzerland to complete gymnasium, like a prep school, where he renounced his Württembergish citizenship to avoid fighting the Frenchies. He moved to Austria, he moved to Belgium, he moved back to Switzerland. He was all over the place. He was married twice, the second time to his first cousin. Well, it was his first cousin on his mom's side, second cousin on his dad's side. It's a good thing they didn't have kids, that's all I'm saying. But he did have a couple of kids from his first marriage. His youngest son was profoundly schizophrenic and had to be institutionalized. He liked to play the violin. He particularly liked Mozart. He moved to the United States in 1933 after Hitler's Germany took over. He, being Jewish, he could not continue working in his capacity as a professor anymore over there, so he settled in here, became friends with Charlie Chaplin, Upton Sinclair, spent the rest of his life looking for a unified theory and something called the lambda constant, which he eventually had to abandon when meeting with the famous astronomer Hubble and learning that the universe was actually expanding. All in all, Einstein had citizenship in 6 different countries in his lifetime. He died in 1955 at the age of 76 in Princeton, New Jersey. He refused a second operation for a heart condition that he had, and after his death, without anybody's permission, they ripped out his brain and they studied it. Yes, they did. And it turned out that it was slightly mutant. It makes a fascinating study. Google Einstein's brain. Do it! So there you have it. He won the Nobel Prize. He changed the world. He was born in Württemberg. He married his first cousin. He played the violin. He hung out with Charlie Chaplin, and they studied his somewhat mutant brain. And that's everything you need to know, and some things you don't, about Albert Einstein in less than 3 minutes. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this presentation, please like it and share it with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. And please subscribe to our channel. Thanks again.